Merry Christmas, everyone. So today is the big day, it's Christmas Day. I really hope all the children are enjoying the big day along with all the other big kids among us, just like me. This is pre-recorded, but I think I can guarantee that I have been up since early o'clock because I love Christmas Day and get very excited about the whole thing. I am sitting next to my Christmas trees, my little friend here, Snowman, which in our house is something we love putting up every year. I remember as a boy putting up the tree, and now my own son, now he's older, he has been given the great family tradition of putting up the tree. But every year we still get involved in decorating it just like we have this year. For us, our tree really tells the story of the past 20 years. We have a lovely blue Mickey Mouse decoration which we got from when my mum was alive. We have decorations we got when we first got married, and since then, since our kids have been born, our own children, every year we've gone out and we've got a new decoration to go on the tree. And so we have a mixture of my son's choices and my daughter's choices from the past 15 years, all kind of hanging up on this thing. Some have lasted really well, while others are hanging on by a thread. But there is one decoration that for me is the most important. It's the star that goes on top of the tree, and we always make sure that we've got Christmas lights and something underneath it to make it glow, something underneath it to make it look alright so that it's nice and straight on top of the tree, and it's something that sits pride of place on top every year. So the star kind of sits above everything else, overlooking the rest of what is on our tree, sitting pride of place, and it's the best place for it. It's also the first decoration me and my wife got, and for our first Christmas when we were married. It is so meaningful because it speaks of so much more than just being a decoration. And it represents something that I believe in, something that's very real. This star represents something that I believe in, which really helps me remember some important things every time I put it up on top of the tree. This is because for me, my star on top of the tree genuinely represents the Christmas star you read about in the story of Jesus' birth. This is the star that appeared in the sky as a sign that Jesus was going to be born, and it serves as a reminder that God himself came to earth and was born, and God himself announced it in the very heavens under which Jesus was born. I remember my niece's birthday. We bought her a gift where we named her very own star. So up in space is a star named after her, and she can actually see it. You get the official star location and a certificate of authenticity, and now in space is a star with her name on it. With the star in the story of Jesus, it's like God himself used space to announce the birth of his son. It has his name written all over it, and it's like he shouted it from the sky. It's time for Jesus to be born. It reminds me of a bit in the Bible written way before this star was ever seen, and it says this: "Arise, shine, your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. See, darkness covers the earth and thick darkness over the peoples, but the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn." That's from Isaiah chapter 60. It's like with this star shining out in the sky, God was saying, hope is here, light has come, and life has come. So this year, as we decorated the tree and we hung up all the decorations on the branches, I was really struck again of how faithful God has been through life. As I hung up the decorations that reminded me of my mum, who's no longer with us, of the different stages of my married life and my children's life, including the different places where we've lived, all the people that we've met, all the good and the bad and the ups and the downs of life. I am reminded that my relationship with God has grown more and more purely because of how faithful he is, and he sticks to his word. There are many theories about the star that we've been talking about, one of which is something that I often think about at Christmas, and I quite like it. Doesn't mean to say that it's actually the truth of what happened, but there's something about it that I really like. Some say that the star was actually the planet Venus, and without getting too geeky about it, this is actually a very bright element of the sky. And though it is a planet, it used to be called the bright morning star in the Far East, which is of course what Jesus called himself. But it's also known that this bright morning star was seen in the constellation of Leo, which is the lion. And also we know that Jesus is known as the lion as well. For me, often as I think of a lion, I think of Aslan in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, when I think of Jesus being the lion. Someone majestic, someone loving, someone wise, someone strong, and someone very powerful. This year for our tree, we haven't yet got anything to put on the tree to remember 2020. Perhaps a face mask or perhaps a COVID swab from a test. I'm obviously joking, but I wonder what we might find to actually go on it. Whatever it is, I can safely say that Jesus has still been with us through 2020 every step of the way. The lion has never walked out on us. As we head into all the knowns and the unknowns of 2021, I firmly believe that he will remain with us and guide us every step of the way. The star on top of the tree represents that overlooking my life is the one who was promised from long ago, born of a virgin. The Son of God, the Lion, the bright morning star. When I commit my life to him, he guides me well and is always with me. But I also need to remember that each year it's me that puts the star on top of the tree. It's a choice I make. And often I have to make the same choice in my relationship with Jesus. I have to remember to keep him Lord of my life, and I choose this. It's something which keeps my relationship with him good and right. This Christmas Day, my prayer for us all is one of thanks. I thank God for the bright morning star, the Lion of Judah. I thank God for all the times he has been faithful and true to his word and being Emmanuel, God with us. May we learn to rejoice together as God's family as we hear stories of how he has done good for us as we have followed him. And I pray that as we go forward into the new year, that we would all remember to put Jesus at the top of our tree and keep him there. That we would all grow in trust and obedience and follow him well and keep moving forward in life and all that it brings in 2021. Have a wonderful Christmas day. Enjoy and have fun. Any unwanted chocolate coins can be sent to my house. And remember, it's important to always eat bubble and squeak on Boxing Day. It's kind of a law in my family, and actually I think it's something Jesus would have done. So I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to put my lights on. There you go. I hope you can see them. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and we will see you very soon. Merry Christmas, everybody.